Good morning, traders. It's the S&P 500 futures prep video. We've got a 14-point rally overnight, pushing the market up. Looks like the FOMO, the fear of missing out trade, is still in progress. We've got just a couple levels of high volume areas, a lot of thin areas. So let me show you the levels that I'm looking at. And if you like the analysis, please subscribe to my channel. If you have questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. Hey, I'd like to also know if you think that we're going to all-time highs or you think this thing's going to stall out. So go ahead and add those to the comments if you want to, and let's do it. Morning, traders. This is the S&P 500 futures prep video for 6/11/2019, and we're looking at the weekly chart here. So kind of struggling a little bit this morning, trying to pick my levels. So you can see if we have the profile all the way back, where we're including all of this volume, you really have a huge level right here at 29.08, and the top of this is 29.10. But when I profile this and I pull this forward, let's just grab these two bars right here, you can see that that big old spike just kind of disappears into nothing. But you do have a level here at 29.10. So I'm going to favor the 29.10 area for a pullback on the move up. But the better location really seems to be this 29. I'm going to call it 29.1615, and I'll show you on the other chart why I'm probably leaning towards the 15 area. And then you have kind of an area up here, 29.35, and then all the way up 29.45, which is where all the volume is. So if you look at this, it's getting pretty thin in here. So you can get a pretty big move up pretty quick. And when we look at the daily over here, and this is more of the same, right? This is including this cluster right here is what's driving this spike right here. And as soon as I get over here on this side, you can see that you've got this one little spike right here. This is the 10 area, the 29.10 area, and then 29.15.16 area right here, and you have a little extra spike right there at 15.16. Right over it is going to be 23, and I would kind of call it 22, 35 again, and 45 up here. So, but look at these bars. Look how big these bars are, and so they make me a little bit worried. You definitely have a cluster right in here. I think there'll be a pullback off of the 15 area. The 10 areas, I'd keep my eye open on it. It might work because it you know, depending on how you profile this thing, there is a big spike right there. But as soon as you get outside of that cluster that we've already kind of traded through pretty quickly with 2 bars, 3 bars, you just have this little spike right here. So just be careful with that area. But you can see that it's just kind of thin in here because of the long bars. So, and then there's that 10 little spike right there, and there's what's looking like 17 right there and 16 right there. So just keep your eyes peeled. when you take your trade. Don't let it get away from you. Look for it to, start to stall out. Candles getting smaller. So let's look at the on the downside. So we've built some pretty good volume already down here. You get this gap 86. Be probably pretty hard to get back there. Who knows? You've got 79 right here, 69, 65. There's just a lot of excitement. I'm sure everybody's expecting new highs. You got little resistance left at this point. I mean, when you pull this over, this is it right here. So just be careful. I think the excitement's to the upside. 2893, 2889. I mean, there's a lot of little levels in here. I think I have scalping levels on most of them. It would really take some bad news, I think, this is like a little pause day. Now this is taken off, and I'm pretty sure that they'll have this all the way up here, 2905 or whatever by open. It's only 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:47. So 240 minute, again, shows the same kind of profile. We've built a nice little cluster in here, lots of levels in here to bounce off of. Nothing really mature. If you're really kind of looking for the mature trade, it's actually down here at 85. This would need to fill out in order to make a cleaner profile. Up here again, this is 16, so 15, 16. Here's the 10, 11 area right here, and on the other side you got 22. And so I think 22, 15, and 10 will all match up on the symmetry, and I'll show that to you here in just a second. 60 minute, this was real thin, and they're making a pretty good little move through it. So big bar up, big bar down, big bar up, big bar down, and they traded right up to the bottom of it, struggled a little bit, and then you can see easy pushes through, and now we're just testing the top of it and probably going through. So you got to be careful of those big bars, right? When you're on the opposite side of the trade, you can, it'll travel fast. So intraday, you can see all the volume is going to be way back here, 97. There's nothing really through here. Fast move, right? So if there is selling that comes in, your probably your best first stop is down here at 96. And that kind of matches with this other cluster, matches with this high volume node all the way across the chart here. After that, you kind of get down into this 95-ish level, which is 94, kind of that area, and that's across this peak. There's definitely like a cluster right here, and then you kind of have a cluster sitting on top of it right here. So that's the intraday. Not really going to look too much at the 12, the 16. Believe it or not, it's just kind of getting to the point where I've got this 2000 tick chart right here, where I'm trying to look back far enough and see the volume. Again, this This one is that 15 area right here, and this is the little 10 cluster right here. A whole lot of gap in here. 35 area right up here. But let's look at the symmetry here. So the reason I said that it matched up, so I grabbed the same range extension, 100% range extensions, moved them up here. So here's 975 right here, so that would match that 10 level. Here's 14, which would match the 15 level that we had. There's another one at 18, but here's that 22 level that we had. So if we went back and we looked here, 23 right here, right? So that matched that 22 level. 15 matches the 16 right here, and here's that 10 level. There was an 18, which was the top of this guy, basically. So just kind of pointing those things out to you, how they kind of come into alignment, and you have some confluence of the levels there. Again, I think, you know, just the strength of the move overnight. You know, they want into the market. They think it's going to all-time highs, I'm sure. Nothing's really changed in the world, except more bad news. It's just cheap money that they're pricing in. But there was never ever any tariffs with Mexico. There was no rate decrease that was ever in place. They're just buying the news in the hype session. So realize that if people wake up and figure that the Fed's not going to cut rates at the all-time market high, that it could come back pretty quick. So what else to tell you? I think that's about it. Good luck on your trading today, and I'll see you for the chart review at the end of the day. Take care.